Howdy, my name is Mr. Watson, and today we're going to introduce a new method of teaching by using this read-aloud book, Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes. So the method of teaching that we're actually going to be working with is called TPRS, or Teaching Phonics Through Reading and Storytelling. This was created by Blaine Ray in the late 1980s, and it was the idea that you could teach based on giving the brain an enormous amount of comprehensible input by reading to them, by building on their background knowledge, by helping them to see that there are patterns and things, ideas used in phonics that are sprinkled throughout everyday texts and every book that we can even look in. So let's go right ahead. Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes. All right. Pete and Gus were as busy as could be. They were getting ready for the cupcake party. It started at 3. So, just on this first page, one component of phonics that we can look at is this end rhyme right here that we have with the words be and 3. So this is one way that we can already see phonics being incorporated into this story. And so let's look for some more, okay? I want you to put on your good student looking glasses, and I want you to try to help me pick out some more bits of phonics information through this story, okay? They were making cupcakes for everyone. Pete and Gus counted them just for fun. They had 10 when they were done. Oh no, hang on. Okay, so we're gonna stop right here too. When the author says stuff like, oh no, hang on, or something bad was about to happen, this is a phonics technique that we would call foreshadowing, okay? This is an element of language that lets you know something is about to happen or something has gone wrong. So right now, oh no, hang on. Something happened, let's see. Some of the cupcakes were gone. They were sure there had been 10. Pete said, maybe we need to count again. They counted the cupcakes lined up straight. Now there were only 8. It looked like someone had taken 2. But who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then they found a clue. Gus said, look what I have found. Sprinkles on the ground. I bet it was Squirrel. She loves sprinkles. So down here in the part that I just read, there were a lot of letter S's. There were a lot of S sounds with sprinkles and squirrel, she. Okay, so when you have the repeated sound, the same sound, S or any sound, that's called alliteration. That's the next element of language that we're going to be looking at in this book, okay? Squirrel said, it wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been at the spelling bee. Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. This was too weird. 2 more cupcakes had disappeared. Now there were only 6. Someone must be playing tricks. But who? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then, they found another clue. So this other clue that they saw is frog footprints, okay? And guys, this is something that we can even look at and use to help us know what's gonna happen next, okay? So by using visual cues and by using pictures within the book, we can make predictions about what's gonna happen next. So right here, these frog prints, they're footprints of some kind, but they look like they could belong to a frog. So I wonder if we're about to see a frog in our story. Okay, let's keep reading. Pete said, I bet it was alligator. He loves to eat. Okay, not a frog, but an alligator. Alligator said, it wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been learning my ABCs. Uh-oh, more cupcakes are missing. Come and see. Now there were only 4. Someone had taken 2 more. But who? Okay, so I want to stop right here because what the author is doing, if you notice, he has Pete, they started out with 10 cupcakes and now they're down to 4. So what's going on? There's a pattern. It's a reoccurring pattern that the author is putting in the story to let us know that there's probably going to be more cupcakes that are taken until they find them all or they're all gone. So this is an element of phonics and of language that the author is employing in this book to help us know that there's something reoccurring, there's something that continues to happen, and they're still trying to figure it out. So who could have taken them? It wasn't Alligator. Pete and Gus did not know what to do. Just then, they found another clue. Oh, this clue looks like it's a ladder. I bet it was Turtle, said Pete. I know Turtle loves sweets. Turtle said, it wasn't me. It couldn't be. I've been swimming in the sea. More cupcakes are missing, look. And what on earth was going on? All the cupcakes were now gone. Guys, so there are no cupcakes left. It looks like whoever's taking them has taken them all. What do you think is gonna happen next? Pete and Gus did not know what to do. They started looking for another clue. So look, now they have the ladder, they have these footprints, they might see some cupcake trash and some sprinkles. So again, we want to be looking at what the illustrator gives us in the book and might help us have an idea about what's going to happen next. They found Grumpy Toad with icing on his face. Pete and Gus have solved the case. I'm so sorry. It was me. I could not stop with just one. I ate and ate and ate until there were none. So look, here is Mr. Frog. He is the one who has been stealing and eating all of the cupcakes. Everyone agreed Grumpy Toad would have to miss out on the fun. He could just not come after what he had done. He'd stole all the cupcakes and they didn't want him to come. Pete said, but wait, Grumpy Toad only made a mistake. This is true. Let's give him a second chance. That's what friends do. Pete told Grumpy Toad he would give him another chance. He was so excited, he did a happy dance. Now, have you ever done something to your friend that could have hurt them or made them mad, and then they decided to give you a second chance and be nice to you? Because that's what we saw Pete just do to Grumpy Toad, and he thinks that it's more important. They're all gonna have fun. The night of the party was so much fun. Grumpy Toad brought more than enough cupcakes for everyone. So look, Grumpy Toad brought over a bunch of cupcakes to replace the ones that he'd taken from Pete and his friends. That's pretty nice of Grumpy Toad. Oh, and so that is the end. So guys, I hope that as we were able to read through this book, you were able to see through this new method of teaching, TPRS, teaching phonics through reading and storytelling, that you can read a read-aloud book, or you can do activities such as this in class and only pause momentarily, even if it's just with guiding questions for your students, but you can also just give them a chance and ask them about the phonics instruction and the language in the book itself. This is one of the best ways to see your students understand more, not what only a text structure is, but maybe how it looks in certain passages. So yeah, this is my take on TPRS method of teaching. I hope you enjoyed Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes.